Alrighty. Hey guys, happy April. First call of April, which is always exciting. March was a huge month for us. I know that we have a few things to talk about. I'm working on the April calendar right now, and we do have a guest speaker next week. Our guest speaker is going to be Emily Morek. She is currently in a 1-star diamond, but I feel like she might be a lifetime 2-star. So I'm really excited to hear from her. She's going to share her story and why she's made Success Club a non-negotiable, even in her hardest moments. I know that last month was really hard for her. She ended up having a miscarriage and really struggled, but I still see her on the board for this month. So super proud of her. Can't wait to hear from her. That'll be next Thursday.
She is really just a genuinely good person, and just an absolute sweetheart. So yeah, I'm excited to hear from her and y'all to hear from her and take some things away from what she's got to say, because for, knowing what she went through to an extent last month, and she still showed up and still, worked the business and stuff. Like, I think that says a lot, and we can definitely take a lot from her. So like Brittany said, that's going to be next week. So be sure you're on if you're able to hop on. So we really just, we had a plan, but then we got to thinking, we wanted to switch it up a little bit, because we both just came off of this Success Club trip, and our energy, it seems very low tonight. It's just been a long week, I think, for both of us. And so, but we really, we took a lot away from that trip last week. And so we wanted to share some things and just let you guys ask questions. And just, if you guys have questions about how the trip works, and if you didn't catch, Brittany had shared the link in the file section to opt in for the trip next year. Because I think a lot of you had that misconception that you couldn't get on the Punta Cana trip because you started this year or whatever, and that's totally not the case. Brittany can actually share a little bit about, her invite she got, and she had started last year as well. So, or she got the invite to the cruise is what I meant, and she just started last year. So just, we wanted to talk about that stuff. I know me personally, it was like the time of my life. I absolutely loved it. I know a couple of you have commented on that, watching my stories and just seeing my posts and stuff. But I think the biggest thing I took from it was I kept having moments where it was like, I'm only here because of me, which is like, I don't know how to explain that. Like, I know it's probably kind of weird for some of you to be like, okay, cool, Kayla. But it's like, it sunk in that I did a lot of work last year and worked hard to get to where I was and to earn that trip. And I've never really been able to say that about anything really in life. And so there were a lot of pinch me moments, and just moments where it was just like, is this even real? And I really would love for all of you to feel the way we felt on that trip.
Yeah, absolutely. So like Kayla said, I didn't start, well, you guys probably saw my post about my 1-year coaching anniversary. It actually happened while we were on the cruise. So I didn't start coaching until the end of March last year. I added myself to the opt-in list just because Ashley told me to. I didn't never plan to get an invite. And I did it with Allie Griffith, and she's like an SC rock star. So she actually got her invite in July, which was 4 months after she started coaching. And then I got mine in November. And it was totally, something out of the blue. It was really exciting to get. But it taught me, that with, some hard work, it's possible. And obviously that perfection isn't necessary, because I had some tough months in the summer. But I continued to show up, and I continued to show up for my business. So it kind of paid itself forward. So I got my invite to the cruise. I ended up going as Kayla's guest just because the timing of the invite was really could not have been worse. But it was really awesome to be able to go and see all the recognition that everybody gets. And Beachbody just goes they chartered the largest cruise ship in the world, and you could earn all of these incredible things and just all of these different opportunities that they had for us on there. It was really something unlike anything I'd ever done before, and I am definitely looking forward to Punta Cana next year.
So basically the way that you guys earn trips is really through, and Brittany, correct me if I'm wrong, but well, I know how it is, but like if I'm not explaining it correctly, just chip in if you need to. But so, you know, Brittany just mentioned that it was like she earned her invite at like kind of a bad time of the year. And really what the reason why is because like, so if you get, like for me, I got invited last January, so I had a whole year to earn the trip. And so I earned it, I guess, like in July or August. And so how you earn it is through how many Success Club points you get. So for example, like it's one reason why I was striving for this last year, because you get $10 per 2 points or something. So for 120 points, for example, or for 12 points, you get $120 towards your trip. And so the trip for 2 is $1,200 to $1,300. And so, you know, the more you're getting Success Club, the more points you're getting, the better it is. And so, Brittany, you had earned like what, half of the trip or something, like in trip dollars?
I had earned like a quarter of the trip in trip dollars. I had like, I mean, because at that point they were going off of my Success Club points from April, May, June. Did I hit Success Club? Yeah, I hit Success Club in July. I did not hit it in August or September. And then I hit it in October. So it was going off of like 5 months-ish of Success Club. So it was, let me see. Anyway, so they were going off of that. So, but I copy and pasted the FAQ in the thing. If you need to add yourself to the opt-in list, if you aren't on the opt-in list, you're not going to get it. But for quarter 1, January 1st to March 31st, you have to earn like 10 Success Club points to get an invite, which over 3 months is nothing. Quarter 2 is like 15 total Success Club points for a possible invite, and quarter 3 is through the end of September, which is okay. So they were only going through my September Success Club, so which is a minimum of 20 total Success Club points this year. Like, it's totally doable. You have to add yourself to the opt-in list, though. It doesn't guarantee an invite. You know, the harder you work, the more Success Club points you have, the higher you're going to go on the opt-in list. However, it's absolutely possible.
Totally. And, you know, Brittany could have gone if she wanted to, and, you know, but as far as like the bad timing and everything, for her to be able to go at that point, she was going to have to pay out of pocket the remaining amount. Mm-hmm. And so I saw that as an opportunity to invite her to go along with me, because she helped contribute my success towards the end of the year. And, you know, I just thought it would be a good opportunity for her and for us to experience that together. But basically what we're trying to say is, like, all of you could be there next year. It doesn't mean you have to be, you know, this crazy rock star, whatever, but you just have to be consistent and just be getting successful points. And of course, the more points you get, the more you're going to earn. And so mine was actually paid in full, because I started in January accruing those Success Club points, and I had a pretty solid year compared to my first year. So I earned it for 2. My husband really wasn't interested in going, but yeah, that's kind of how it worked. So you'll actually earn it for 2 people instead of just you, which I thought was cool, because I was like, it's totally doable to earn a vacation for you and your spouse, or you and your, you know, your best friend or whatever. And so I love this opportunity. I mean, it's going to be amazing next year. Totally.
Yeah, I'm you know, the cruise was super awesome. Sorry, I'm just looking at the dates here. Okay, yeah, so it's like a Saturday through a Wednesday that we're gone. Anyway, so oh shit, I forgot. Oh yeah, so the cruise was awesome. I get motion sick really easily, so I'm just not like a cruise person. But next year, it being at an all-inclusive, it'll also be kind of nice, because all-inclusives are truly that, unless you do like an excursion or something. It's actually all inclusive. You don't have to buy like a drink package or anything like that. Like you just are there and you get everything. And there's, there's restaurants that you can pay to go to and stuff, but there's a ton of stuff that's actually included. So it'll be a really good time. And but I had earned like $350 or so in trip dollars. So kind of the way, that it works is, so Kayla broke it down. It's, per month based on your success club, you get like a certain amount of trip dollars. So my 360, I guess total, I had, I don't know, like 36 success club points which sounds right, between April and July, because I didn't hit it in August or September and still got my invite. But I, at that point, was behind like 4 quarterly payments. So if I had worked harder and been more consistent, I would have had more trip dollars to apply to it. I just, at that point, I needed to have in like 3 days, like it was like $1,000 or something like that. But I was literally leaving to New York for the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade like 4 days later. I just, like, I didn't have the money for it. So it would have worked out, but that's the only reason I didn't go based off my invite. Next year, I already have my sister set up to come with me, and that'll be really cool for me to be able to, take her on a vacation. I mean, we've never done something like that as sisters, so I cannot wait.
And I don't know who I'm going to take, because if he's not interested in flying over water, then or flying.
And all of you guys are going to get your invites, so we just really don't know who we're going to take.
Yeah. So do you guys have any questions about like how all that works? I mean, I know it's not all about the trips and the money and this and that. It was, I kept telling Brittany, I was just like, we both like looked at each other several times, and it was just like, we still couldn't believe that we were even invited on this trip. And it was a lot of, I think it was the day that you and I were on the back of the boat and just like looking at the view and stuff. And it was just like,
I'm going to like cry thinking about it.
Yeah.
I'm a crier.
So it's, I just can't get it out into words, like what the experience did for me. Aside from having the good time and stuff, it was just like showed how capable that I was, like I am, and that's what it is. Dreaming big. I was literally living a dream, and I've always loved to travel, and I've wanted to go to places, and I've never been to Nassau. Well, I've been there, just never got off the boat when I went as a kid, but I never went to the Haiti, the
fake Haiti.
Fake Haiti. That was a joke that the comedian told us at the comedy show. We'll
was
that later. But
so bad.
But anyways, just seeing the views and stuff, and it was just truly like I was living a dream, because I want to travel and I want to see things, and I've never been to Punta Cana, so I'm looking forward to that. But it's like I'm doing this, like it's happening because of me, because of me living out a passion and helping others and serving people and pouring into people and just doing something that I want to do. And it's just, I don't know, it's just crazy.
Yeah, I was kind of in the same spot. It was that day. It was Wednesday. Kayla and I was super sunburned. So I told myself I wasn't going to lay by the pool. So we had like a B&K day, and we just like explored the ship and had breakfast, and it was just like this awesome day. And we ended up, maybe we went on the back of the boat on Tuesday. Anyways, whatever day, we're sitting on the back of the boat, and there's just this part where you can like just literally see like just the ocean behind you. And I really, had this moment of clarity that I'm the same as Kayla. I love to travel, but I also really love what I do, which is why I've done it for 11 and a half years. But my job doesn't let me travel. It's just not part of it. I mean, sometimes I get to go to meets, but like convention centers are only so exciting in every different city. So, it wasn't ever something that it was something I wanted to do, but I never thought I was going to. And then we were sitting there, and I had that moment of clarity that it was because I took a chance on something that I didn't think that I could do. That I told my coach, that I had no business doing because I was still very much so a work in progress, am a work in progress. And I was just, I had so many reasons not to do it. But what I did do one day was I took a chance and I decided to bet on myself, because there are a lot of variables in life and there's a lot of things that aren't in my control. But what is in my control is how hard I work, how often I show up, and what I put my energy into. And so I took that leap, and it has introduced me to you guys on this call. It has introduced me to my best friend. It has given me countless opportunities, and it gave me that opportunity to be on the back of the boat. And, like I said, like Kayla said earlier, it's not always about the trips and it's not always about the money, but it is really awesome to see your hard work, like, cultivate itself, manifest itself into an opportunity that you wouldn't have otherwise. So that was a pretty surreal moment for both of us, and definitely myself. It's something I will never forget. We did a lot of really amazing things that week, but I will never forget sitting there thinking about all of that.
All right. So do you guys have any questions about like the trip and all of that, or anything to say about it all? Are you on the opposite?
My sunburn? Still healing. I'm peeling everywhere. Like, I'm itching my leg right now. I'm on the struggle bus.
Well, make sure you guys get on the opt-in list. It won't hurt. Like Brittany said, her and Allie Griffith didn't think they would even be invited, and they were both on the boat. So you never know. But it's, I will say this, and registering for the trip actually really helped keep me going last year, because I was like, I don't have to pay out of pocket. I want to be able to say, I earned this trip. And so that's what I did. And so it's awesome. But coming off of that, the whole reason why we really wanted to talk about this too was because it was a little snippet of how Summit will be, the big coaching conference. And if I felt that way, like just not even having like motivational, sessions to go to, and like business learning sessions, like it was purely just, playing around. But the way I felt with the people that used to be strangers to me, Brittany, Allie, Tara, like all of those girls y'all saw us with, like I actually cried, like teared up after I left them at the airport and we went on our own way, because like the sisterhood that this has brought us, the way it feels like family, like it's just such an amazing thing. Like I cannot wait to see all of them in July in Indianapolis. And so I just cannot express like the importance of attending these things and going. And I know for me, the first year I was like, I was new. I didn't think it was important. I didn't, whatever. And last year I just had a lot of self-doubt, and I really am excited to go finally. And so I'm so excited to go and see these people that we just talk virtually or through text. And it's just crazy, because that was only the second time Brittany and I have ever seen each other in person, and it was just like, hey bestie, so it's such a neat sisterhood that we are a part of. And so for you guys too that are going to Summit, for sure, like, so our team, because Ashley will be doing some things, for everyone. And, she's doing some stuff. It's called Diamond Day. So if any of our personally sponsored coaches hit Diamond and keep Diamond, you'll get to come on the Pedal Tavern with us. There's like 60 spots. Going to be probably a shit show, but it's okay. But it's just going to be kind of neat to be able to, interact with more people, and, that are on the same mission as all of us.
Yeah, absolutely. So kind of my Summit story, I know some of you guys have heard it before, but others of you are new and have not. So when I started coaching last year, it was like 4 days left in the month. I did two things. I did three things, I guess. I advanced my business to Emerald. In turn, I hit Success Club because I just knew I guess that kind of person that if I'm going to do something, I just want to whole ass it. I don't ever want to half ass it. So you guys will hear me say like, always use your full ass. So I did that. And then at the end of March, this actually just ended. They do like their final summit ticket sale. They're still selling tickets, but this is the last chance to get them discounted. Was the end of the month. And on March 31st, which guys, I have the worst social anxiety ever. The cruise was actually one of the first times that I haven't had that. And I think it's just because I feel so comfortable with my sister coaches, my sister wives. But I decided to buy that ticket and I was like, you know what? I don't know a single soul that's going to be there. I mean, I know people I met on the internet, but like your parents always tell you not to meet strangers from the internet. And I was like, all right, well, like I'm doing it because I knew my coach said that it was important to be there. And so I did it. And like the trainings that you get there are incredible. The motivational speakers are awesome. We had two really amazing ones last year. This year it's Rachel Hollis, which I'm sure most of you guys know who Rachel Hollis is. She's absolutely incredible, and I would pay the ticket price just to hear her speak. But it was also an opportunity for me to get to experience the sisterhood that we're talking about, and an opportunity for me to just like, I guess I got to see a tangible version of this business. You know, everything that we do is online. All the people that we meet are online. But what I got to see through Summit was everybody in person. I got to see how authentic everyone is. I got to see thousands of people walking around who literally all they want to do is help people. All they want to do in the world is help people feel good about themselves. And I've never been surrounded by something quite like that before. Of course, we did like the Diamond Day, which means I got to hang out like with Ashley and Emily Faber and, all my other, friends that I went Diamond with. And, that was really cool. We just had opportunities to hang out. And that's something, like that Kayla and I want to provide to you guys too, is if you guys hit Diamond, you get your spot on the pedal pub, which Diamond is really just like you plus 12. And, I think I have the Diamond graphic in the group. I'm 99% sure the Diamond roadmap is in there. Krista, I'll get to you in just a second. But Kayla and I want to plan like an event for you guys as well. We want to be able to have some quality one-on-one time with you guys. So, Krista, what's up? Oh, you're muted.
Sorry, I unmute myself. So going back to the trip. Oh, hey, Sadie. Going back to the trip, with the cruise, do you have to register for it in order to go, or do you win it? Like, I'm a little bit confused on that part.
Okay, so what you do, so you added yourself to the opt-in list, right?
No.
Okay. When you add yourself to the opt-in list, you'll be like basically on like a leaderboard. You definitely need to get on there. Because your Success Club numbers are crazy. But once you get yourself on the list, they basically have like a wait list of people. Now, all the coaches that met the requirements as of December 31st last year are getting their invites in waves. So at this point, they're going off of essentially a wait list. So once you qualify, once you meet the qualifications, you go higher up on the wait list. You can actually check and see where you are. And then they do quarterly invites based off of that. The FAQ gets more into the exact qualifications and dates. But I think that they'll have another round of invites going out soon, I guess, because the quarter just ended. And then I think they do one in July, and then they'll do one in October-ish. So something like that. So yours would be in there somewhere. You just have to add yourself to the opt-in list since you weren't a coach last year.
And that's on forms and documents.
Yeah, I have it on the Hustle and Inspire Runner Circle page under, it's like helpful links. I think I put it there, and it's like 2020 Success Club opt-in list, but I'll go ahead and copy and paste it here in the chat for you guys. Let's see.
Yeah, Krista, you definitely need to opt in, because with your Success Club point totals just for the since the beginning of the year, it's a very, very good possibility you could get invited. But so how well you guys are doing this year will get you an invite to the 2021 trip.
Yes.
And so that's basically how it works. So that's why you want to keep hustling and keep, doing your thing, because even if you don't make it on the 2020 trip, you still will get invited to the 2021 trip. And so you register with the invite they give you, and then you work your business in 2020 to earn the trip for 2021. Does that kind of make sense? Oh, thanks, Britt.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I just put in the chat box the link to add yourself to the opt-in list. Anybody can put themselves on there, so there's no reason why you shouldn't. When you sign up, and it says this on the little thing, when you sign up for the opt-in list, it does give you a disclaimer that when you get your invite, there is a $300 non-refundable deposit that you have to pay. However, your trip dollars get applied to that. So it doesn't, you have to pay like the $300, but it goes, if you'll have trip dollars that you've earned, and it'll go straight back into your pocket like 4 days later or something like that. So don't be alarmed by that. It'll get paid off by your trip dollars. So, is there anybody, I know that Liz got her not Success Club, Jesus Christ, Summit ticket on the sale. Yes, so excited. I think, let's see.
Is there anybody
else? I know hoping to win.
Huh?
I said I'm hoping to win mine.
So Krista hit Success Club, again this month, and so that'll be a month too. I've got her little graphic I'm gonna share. Yeah. So if she hits Success Club this month, she will be a Success Club or Success Starter and earn her free ticket to Summit.
That's so exciting. Yeah, guys, if you earn Success Club within the first 30 days of you guys enrolling, and the subsequent 2 months after that, 3 consecutive months essentially after you guys start, then you're considered what's called a Success Starter, and you earn a free Summit ticket. So that's really cool. I mean, there's other, bonuses that you get along with it, but it's a really cool opportunity. And save like $200 on a ticket. So, for those of you guys that don't know, Summit's in Indy this year again. Indianapolis, I mean, I'm sure that there's like cooler places, like they've had it in Vegas and NOLA and stuff like that before. But the nice thing about Indy is that downtown Indy by the convention center and stuff, everything is pretty like right there in like a 4-block radius, which is super nice. Like hotels are close. We're going to start working on people like that are like really, really planning on going. We're at this point, we're trying, Kayla and I, we're trying to really narrow it down, because we're trying to decide between like Airbnb and hotel, because we definitely want to share, because Indy is just infamous for their outrageous hotel prices. I think when I went last year, I stayed by myself because of my social anxiety. It was like $1,300 for the 3 days. That was just my hotel. It was crazy, but that's Indy. So, we want to, cut down on costs, but it's like, we can't get an Airbnb if it's going to be like $500 a person, because we found out later that only 2 people are going to come. So,
yes,
if it's on your mind, you should do it.
So I know right now they're actually not on the call right now. Jordan's going. She's a girl that's in Clarksville, so her and I are we're gonna be riding together. Allie Morisco's going. She's got her ticket, so there's two. And then Elizabeth's going. Of course, Brittany and I. So if we get a couple more people to go, we'll probably do an Airbnb maybe. But we are trying to like figure all of that out because we do plan to, we plan to drive up Thursday morning, which is the 11th, and then leave Sunday, which is the 14th. So yeah.
Yeah. And Thursday is definitely, if you're planning on going, Thursday is the day to get there. Preferably, like as early as you can. Cause what happened last year was I'm like a 3-hour drive. So I drove up that morning. I actually picked up Allie from the airport and then got checked into our hotels. But Ashley does a team bonding event that we did last year, and you guys would be invited to it as our downline. You guys are welcome to come. And so we do like the team bonding or whatever, and that's really fun. And then they have opening ceremonies that night. We have, Friday stuff, keynote speakers and trainings. Same thing with Saturday. There's workouts with the super trainers. Like you actually get to choose who you work out with. So you can work out with Joel or Shanti or, whoever, Autumn, whoever, sparks your little fire. They do a huge workout in the downtown Indy area where everybody's working out like outside, and there's just like 20,000 people working out, and that's really cool. And then you get to pick like what trainings you go to and stuff. And then everybody leaves on Sunday after closing ceremonies on Saturday night. I think we just like hung out and stuff. So we can talk actual like summit prep closer to, so you guys know exactly what to expect. But for planning purposes, plan to get there on Thursday, early afternoon or morning-ish. And then everybody will just leave on Sunday.
And then too, when you check your coach back office, under like, it's like one of the first things, like breaking news, coach breaking news, there's a FAQ that talks about parties you guys can earn, like Success Club parties, diamond parties, like special events. Like I earned the Success Club party last summit and I wasn't there to party and have fun. So you can do that. So really, check your back office, check the FAQs, read up on the things that you can actually earn while you're at Summit, because they throw a hell of a party. So, and it's just a good time, and it's just something to celebrate your success with. So definitely be paying attention to that.
Yeah.
I think the Success Club parties, if you earn it in May and June or something.
Yeah, I think that you earn it if you get it by like, I don't remember. It's like early May or something like that. But the Success Club party was cool. They had it out, and I can't even remember what this like open area is called, but it's right next to the convention center, of course. But they had like 2 DJs. It was like a carnival. Wait, what was it? It wasn't carnival theme. It was
like
state fair theme, something like that. Anyway, so they had like popcorn and cotton candy and open bars and all this stuff. And like, you don't have to pay for any of it. It's all free. It's just literally a free party. And you get to do just all this stuff. They had fun photo ops, and it was really cool. And you're just there with other people that are building their business. You can earn photo ops with super trainers. So like Allie Griffith, she got to get a picture with Shanti, Joel. Was it Shanti? I don't know. Oh no, it was Chris Downing, Joel, and Autumn last year. She earned that. There's special workouts that you can earn where it's like super limited. And what was really cool for me was just how much recognition they really put into it. So I think it's like whatever your like rank is as of, I think it's May 15th-ish, somewhere in there.
Yeah.
Basically like 6 weeks before Summit. And that's what they go off of when they start publishing your rankings. So when you go there, everybody's name is on a banner. So if you're an Emerald coach, like I got to find like my mom and dad's names on there because they were my Emeralds that helped me get Diamond. There were like Diamond banners hanging from the ceiling that had my name on it, had Kayla's name on it. When I went to like the check-in line, there's like a regular check-in line and then there was one for Diamonds. So I got to like cut the line for Diamond and get like a little medal and stuff. It was cool, and how much recognition they put into it. And you get little things to put on your name tag if you're like a 365 or for Shakeology, or Kayla will get one for being a Success Club 10 All-Star, and she'll be on a separate banner for that and a separate recognition area for that. And it's so cool. It's so cool. Like you just have to be there. You just have to be there.
No pressure.
No pressure.
Yeah. So, and we get it. We do, it is a decision. Like it seems kind of far away, but really it's just a few months away. Slightly considering it, or no, not slightly, fully considering it. You just haven't bought your ticket. Just, get with your coach, get with Brittany or myself, or if one of your coaches is, talk, and just know you're not going to be alone. We're going to be doing this as like a group. Excited to have a squad of people.
Yeah, and we're gonna do stuff for you guys. Like Kayla and I have already talked about like stuff that we're gonna do just for you guys. So the more people there are, the cooler it is. You should go.
All right, so we've got about 20-ish minutes. Party where, Krista? Where?
She said that she lives there.
Oh, Elizabeth. I don't know if she lives in Indianapolis.
Yeah, I do. I live about 25, 30 minutes north of Indy.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, we can start.
She was coming to Summit.
What?
I was like, I told you that you were coming to Summit. Like, you have to.
Oh, yeah. Yes.
We need a special sign. You need to like greet us and like welcome us and be like,
welcome
on this fire crew right here.
Yes. So anything if you guys need help with anything, I've lived here my whole life. So
awesome. Yeah, I'll definitely let you know once we decide like hotel or Airbnb. So that'd be awesome. Thank you.
Cool.
Can I ask one related question?
Yeah.
Of course, Krista.
I have a coach that went inactive but wants to coach. What do they have to do to come out of that?
50 PV.
PV up?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, 50 PV. Are they one on the right leg? The leg of Skylar? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
No. My left leg's just dying.
That's the thing in office, because I check that thing daily, multiple times a day. Because I would hate for y'all, when you are at a special rank, which, hold on a second, shout out to Miriam. She's Emerald today. I know you guys saw that.
Emerald.
So just really start paying attention to your downline and stuff, because I would hate for y'all to lose your rank because you just didn't pay attention to it. So trust me on that. Especially when you guys do hit Diamond, for example, you do have to hold it for 6 consecutive weeks. So just because like you hit it, you're technically Diamond qualifying, for example. So once you've hit it for the 6 weeks, then you're officially a Diamond, you're a lifetime Diamond and everything. But I'm always checking that, especially your Emeralds on each leg. Like, just make sure you've got all your ducks in a row. Come, before Thursday, like definitely Wednesday night, be double checking out everything looks good.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Just to answer Krista's question a little bit more. So for somebody to be an active coach, let me read. Let me start this over. For somebody to be a coach, all they have to pay monthly is the business fee. To be an active coach, they have to pay their business fee, which is like that $15 or whatever, and have 50 PV monthly. If they want to be a working coach, any working coach, I guess could technically be active, but to be eligible to earn Success Club, you have to have 90 PV on home delivery, which is like the auto ship. So if you're going to be a working coach, your goal should be Success Club anyway. So if she's like wanting to work, she'll want to be the 90 PV on home delivery, which is Shakeology or Performance Stack or 3 boxes of Beach Bars or any combination of products that equal that on home delivery. So, but yeah, if you're just trying to get somebody like active for like rank advancement purposes or something like that, it's pretty easy to get that 50 PV, and it's like a box of Beach Bars and Energize or something like that should do it.
I will say this. So, I had made my husband Emerald or whatever. That's really what helped me get to Diamond. I had an Emerald on the other leg, and then I made Joey Emerald. But I still stay in touch with the discount coaches that are underneath him. I've even had them order me Beach Bars and stuff just because, like, I needed them to stay active. So sometimes that happens, but just again, because really – I'm going to be ordering bars and Energize and stuff regardless. So if it's just me Venmoing them the money to like order it underneath their account, I will, just to keep them active. So not saying you have to do that, but I've done that a few times. So yeah. Now, I wanted to kind of talk just a little bit. I know we've just got a little bit left. Well, real quick, do y'all have any other questions about anything? Just like a generic Q&A type of thing? If you do, just drop it in the chat and we will get that answered. But I wanted to share with you all some things I've been kind of testing out with social media. So I've gotten a lot of engagement since I've started doing some of these things. And I don't know if it's just like a psychological thing or maybe I'm just getting better with content. I have no idea. But something in your story. So I don't know if y'all have noticed, like, except for the trip, like on the trip, I would like share more things. But I'm doing more like pictures in my stories instead of a lot of talking. And it's not that I don't think we should talk and should communicate. Like, I feel like I'm a firm believer in, sharing with your followers, like who you are as a person and, them falling in love with your personality and showing that you're relatable. But what I used to do is I would just sit there and like talk and talk and talk. What I've learned recently, and Brittany, I don't know if you've heard this, you probably have, there's like a certain percentage that are watching your stories on mute. I'm guilty of this. Like, I'll just like look now if it's like Brittany and like y'all, like people like, I'm like, I want to see what they're talking about. I'll listen to it. But a lot of my people, I'm just like, oh, I can't listen to it right now. I'm just like secretly checking Instagram or I'm just checking it and not trying to wake up the kids. So because of that, I've started doing more like screenshots and just different things. If y'all notice, I'm doing more of like my Shakeology every night, like making it look really enticing with the whipped cream. Getting a lot of feedback about that just because I've added whipped cream to it and made it look like a legit dessert. But just trying new things like that could really help your engagement and people seeing your stuff. And what else was I going to say about that? Oh, and doing a lot of stuff that's in your top 5. Like, one thing I really like is clothes. I love fashion and beauty products and stuff. And so I've been sharing a lot more of that. Like, I get so many messages about just like the BB cream I shared the other day. I'm like, L'Oreal needs to pay my ass because like I was like promoting the crap out of them. But like the more people are watching that, the more and messaging and talking to you about it, the more it helps the algorithm and stuff. So just trying different things like that. I just really encourage y'all to continue growing with moving with the changes, because Instagram and Facebook, like all of that, it changes daily, like what's cool, what's not cool, what's in and stuff. And so if you're doing the same thing over and over, I just encourage you to try to like switch it up a little bit, because I feel that I can still show my personality without talking a whole lot if I'm showing like things that I love, or like the veggie pasta and just different things like that. Like people are connecting with me on a different level. Like I have 5 messages right now that have replied to my veggie pasta post. Like it's stupid, but it's just people that I'm able to talk to and connect with. And then I'm also with my post, and Brittany is amazing at this, like with your content, like really making it valuable and making it to where people like get chills reading your post. Like that has been my goal for the last month, is really making it to where it kind of hits people in the heartstrings. And I'm not like publicly inviting very much anymore. What I'm doing is I'm using these posts to kind of reach out to people in a different way. And so those that are like liking and commenting, that's when I'll go and I'll talk to them eventually about like the group and like the opportunity and stuff, because like I don't know, I'm finding like these things are working so much better for me here lately than not. So I just wanted to kind of share that little tidbit with you. And I still do polls and stuff. And I still will share, like enrollment for the group, but I'm limiting how much I'm sharing enrollments open. So that way it looks like, oh, it's open now. I need to like get it in while I can. So just wanted to share that.
Yeah, absolutely, guys. Content is key. If there's one thing that I wish I could tell, and I do tell all my baby coaches that are, just starting off, is when I started coaching, I was like, okay, I need to be posting like X amount of times a day, blah, blah, blah. And I was just posting to post something, but like that's not how it works, guys. It's a business. You got to make sure that there's content and make sure that there's a reason for people to go to your page, reason for people to tune into your stories every day, and stuff like that. And I have been especially aware over the past few months of the things that I'll get a lot of messages about. While I don't have a beauty page or focus specifically on like plus size clothes or something like that, I focus on the questions that I get in my inbox a lot, or questions that I get in comments. And that is the kind of stuff that I sprinkle in around things like my workout and my Energize and my fitness posts and stuff. Because, at the end of the day, like when I was following Ashley, for me, I wasn't 0% interested in whatever like fitness stuff that she was doing. I was just there to see what her like Friday faves were. She would do these like live videos every Friday where she would share her favorite share her favorite beauty products. And that's what I was there for. I ended up enrolling with her like a year later. So for me, I like today, I wasn't super active on social media, and I don't really want to get into it on a recorded call, but I was going through some stuff. And, but I did share on my stories. I did like a little boomerang, and it was like this new Fabletics bra that I apparently waitlisted myself for. I didn't even know that it was coming in the mail. I didn't realize it. I was wondering why like $40 came out from Fabletics, but I thought it was just my monthly thing went through early. Nope. It was a bra. So I posted like that. My Virago Babe lashes came in, and I got my Energize packets. And so like what I posted, every time I do this, you guys can't even see it, but I'm just going to keep on doing it in hopes that one day I get my life together enough. Let's see. Oh yeah. Oh, you can see it. So it's just a little boom of like Happy Mail. And I've got my, like my bra here. And it says like new Fabletics bra, because people always ask me where I get those from. It's got my new lashes, and then over the Energize thing, which just for like curiosity marketing purposes, I deliberately put it over the Beachbody logo. But it's my Energize stuff. They know what the container looks like, and it says like for my clients, because I'll be sending out fruit punch sticks. Like, it's just.
I was going to tell you that I loved that. Like, I saw the, I'm like, oh my God, I love this. You know, it's like, because that's the thing. It's like Brittany and I are so big on like the whole curiosity thing. Like with like the superfoods, like what I've been doing is just saying like superfoods just or milkshake, and then like I'll say dessert or you know whatever it is, because it is curiosity marketing. And you know, something that I've even done, like when I'm mailing y'all stuff at the post office, I'll like block out your address and be like, happy mail going out to my coaches, or happy mail going out to my clients, like things like that. Like just kind of dropping breadcrumbs and making and creating FOMO. And so another thing I wanted to say too is when we tag y'all in stories and stuff, share it, because that helps the whole shebang. But when people are like if y'all start adding whipped cream to your superfood shake, tag me in it, I'll share it, and then more people will see it and see your page, click on your story, go to your page, and just start looking at your stuff. So like that's another thing I think why Brittany and I had a lot of engagement on our stories too, and I could just be crazy, but like we were all sharing each other's stuff, we were tagging in, and it was just like mind-blowing how many views we were getting on our stories. But it had to do because we were sharing. And I know Krista one time had asked me, she was like, can I share my shout out that you gave me on your story? And she was like, that wouldn't be weird, would it? I was like, no, like first off, share it because you worked hard, but two, that's why I tag you guys in it, is so you can share it on your own stories. And it shows that sisterhood and that connection, you know, you've got with other people that people long to have. So.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I know that my insights definitely go up whenever I like share, like if Kay tags me in something, or oh my gosh, there was this one time that Ashley tagged me in her stories, and my insights on my stories, which sucked because I like wasn't really paying attention to what I was storing, but it taught me to always be on my game. My insights like tripled that for like 7 days on my stories. I was getting like 3,000 people a day watching my stories, and I was like, oh, I guess I should pay attention to what I'm posting now. But it's because Instagram sees somebody with a lot of followers tagging me, I shared it, and people are clicking through on it. And so now I'm starting to pop up in the first, like, you know, when you go to Instagram and it shows you like the top 5 people that Instagram thinks that you'll want to see. As far as stories go, and I was popping up there on people's pages, even if they didn't normally click on my stories. Instagram was putting me because they're like, oh, you look at Ashley's stories, you've interacted with this girl's page before, here's your story. Mm-hmm. And so that's how that kind of ended up working out. I was tagging new, there you go, Elizabeth. I was tagging new places and traveling, and it's no, you know, secret. And I was sharing people, like my fellow coaches and stuff that were tagging me and stuff. I was sharing them on my story, and my insights are, you know, still up a little bit from the cruise. So definitely. And, you know, feel free to Google whatever. There's tons of trainings and a lot of people that know way more about this than I do, but, lots of trial and error, guys. Don't be afraid to mess around with your, you know, stuff that to try to increase your insights. You could find something that really helps you.
Yep. All right. Any other questions or comments, guys? All right. Well, I want y'all to be thinking all this later, thinking of your goal for April, like as you want to do business with it. And what your game for, because I feel like if you don't have some type of like just kind of out in the wild. So be thinking about that, and stay tuned for just some full hour. I know for me, I need that. So, you know, want to jump on to those, whatever. But next week, Emily will be our guest So, if you are available, please go on, because I really think she's going to have things to talk about. And then, yeah, all I've got.
Yes. Real quick, Emily texted me while we had the call going on. Guys, she has hit Success Club for 54 consecutive months. That is like mind blowing to me. That's a lot. That's a lot of lives. Like 54 freaking consecutive months. I've had like 6 consecutive months. That's crazy. Oh my gosh, I had something that I wanted to say and now I can't remember. I just wanted to throw it out here in the universe that my goal for this month is Success Club 25 because it was my goal last year, last April, to hit Success Club 25 because I was going like diamond and stuff, so it was like pretty reasonable, but I finished the month at Success Club 22. So don't really know how or when or where, but feel free to hold me accountable because I am going to do it.
And I'll say this. My goal, I told myself I was going to hit Success Club 20 this month. And I'm right there with you, Brittany. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
It's just 10 people. Well,
yeah,
it's 10 people.
That's what I was thinking. I was like, I don't know why I like let myself get freaked out about that because it's like 13 people. So there are 13 people out there that want help.
But guys, vitals, be inviting and sharing your stuff and not waiting a week in between posts and stuff like that. Like, keep going, keep being rock stars. You guys have it in you. Let's have a killer month. And y'all have a great rest of your evening. Thank you for hopping on here live with us. And we will talk to y'all later.
Deuces.
Bye, y'all.